day 13 of Love Series. We're going to start in a seat. Today we're not going to sit up on a block because we're going to actually cross the right leg right on top of the left. So I'm stacking my right leg on top of my left leg. This is really going to open up your hips. Sitting up nice and tall. Nice straight back, shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes for a moment. Let's take a deep breath in. Completely exhale. Deep breath in. Completely empty out that exhale. On our last breath, I want you to become present on your mat, letting go of everything you have going on, anything stressing you out. Let's take a deep breath in and completely empty that exhale. Let's come forward onto our forearms. If that's too much, pop up on your fingertips. Keeping a nice straight spine, and you can do that by making sure you bend from your hips, keeping an open chest. That will allow you to straighten your spine. And just breathe for a few moments. I'm going to talk while we're in this position. So every month I usually do a different series, 30 days or 31 days of yoga. Usually each practice has similar poses, just so that we can grow together. But I think for March, I've been getting a lot of requests for different types of yoga. You know, yoga for relaxation, yoga to sleep better, yoga to help with sore muscles, you name it. I've gotten a request for it. So I am going to do a different type of yoga every day. The time stamp will be different every day in March. I'm going to put it under my miscellaneous yoga playlist. There's already a few under there. Some will be more intense, some will be less intense, some will be longer, some will be shorter. So that's what I'm going to do for March. There will still be daily yoga. It will just be of all different types. And let's go ahead and walk it over to the left, placing our elbows down. Try to keep a nice straight spine if you can. Meaning don't round through your back. Keep it as flat as you can. You should really feel a nice deep stretch in that right hip. I'm just right in front of my knee here. Take a few breaths. And let's walk it over to the right this time. Just right in front of your knee. Place your forearms down. Again, if that's too much, bring those fingertips out. And make sure you're breathing. All right, let's walk it back up. We're gonna switch legs this time. So now we're bringing the right on the bottom, and then I'm stacking my left right on top. And then I'm going to hinge from my hips, chest is open, bringing those forearms or fingertips to the ground. Breathing. I'll also be doing, yoga for splits, yoga with blocks. Maybe I'll even do a yoga with the wheel. I did get a request for that, but I don't think a lot of people have the wheel, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that one yet. But yeah, definitely gonna switch it up next month. Make it a little different. Let's walk it to the left. Come down on your forearms or your fingertips. And let's walk it over to the right. Coming right in front of that knee. And breathe. If you feel any kind of a strain, pop up on your fingertips. walk it back up. You can go ahead and just cross your legs like you normally would, just a regular seat, maybe half lotus if that's what you're working on. Sitting up nice and straight. Let's warm up our wrists, bringing them both out, kind of like a bunny, like you're a bunny hopping, and then push them back, down, and back. Circle those wrists, reverse the circle, and shoulder rolls, and reverse. Bringing our chin towards our right shoulder, keeping that shoulder down. I'm going to trace my chin across the front of my chest and bring my chin just above that left shoulder. And then I'm going to trace my chin along my chest back to my right. And one more time, trace the chin. Coming back through center. All right, let's meet in a table top. Let's do a couple cat-cows, warm up the spine. So we're gonna inhale, open that chest, lifting the chin, arching the back, and exhale, round it through, chin to chest, pushing through, really hollowing out that upper back. And this is where you exhale. I think I said that already. Coming back through, arching the back, breathing in. Cow pose, one more. Cat pose. Coming back to neutral spine. Stretching that right leg out, so we're going to place the ball of the foot on the mat and push back with that heel. Take a breath. And bringing that right leg over the left, I'm going to turn and look back at those toes, keeping those shoulders in line. And bring it back. Bring that knee in. Left leg. Ball of the foot comes behind, push back with that heel. Feeling a really good stretch in that calf muscle. Breathing. And lift it up. And we're going to bring it over that right foot and we're going to turn and look at it. Keeping your shoulders in line. Breathing, and come back. Straight spine, tighten that core. We're going to bring that right leg out, square the hips, tighten the core, flex that foot, left arm comes out. We're going to hold it. If you want to point the foot, you can. Keep that core tight. And bring it in. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg comes out. Square those hips, tighten the core. Right arm comes out. If you want to point your foot, you can reach to the front of your mat, reach to the back of your mat. Keep that core tight. Make sure you're breathing. And slowly bring it in. Go ahead and curl your toes. Come into downward dog. Walk it out. Stretching the backs of those legs. Feeling how tight they are. Really notice how tight they are right now. And towards the end of practice, I want you to notice how much limber and looser they feel. And what a difference yoga makes in your body. And that's just one part of your body. Go ahead and come up on your tippy toes. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. One more time, lift up. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Turn your feet out like a ballerina. And then bend your knees. And lift up. If you slide a little, just fix your hands. Breathing, bending, and lift up. This time we're going to point. Bring both feet back together. Turn them to the right. And then bend both knees, keeping those knees together. Coming back through center. Bending and turning to the left. Coming back through center. Walk it out just a second. Breathing. Warming up the body. Tuck that tailbone towards the sky. And now we flow. Right leg comes up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring it through. Step it up. Lower down. Slowly begin to rise. Arms overhead. Sink into that front hip. Hands come down to your heart. Bring those hands out in front. Hands are still together. Open up wide. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Frame that front foot. Pop up on the back foot. Hands come just in front. Come right back to your warrior three. Walk it out. If that's too much, you can just come right back into your downward dog. Take a deep breath. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring it through. Lift that knee up to your chest. Step it up. Lower on that back knee. Flatten that foot. Squeezing those inner thighs. Slowly rise. Take a deep breath. Arms overhead. Sink into that front hip. Hands come to heart. Take a deep breath in. Hands come out. Open it up. Arms overhead. Exhale. Hands to heart. Frame that foot. Hop up on the back foot. We're going to come right into warrior three. Or right into downward dog. Walking it out. Make sure you're breathing. On your next breath in, right leg comes high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, lifting that knee up towards our chest, really giving us height. Step it up. Keep that back leg lifted. Pushing back with that heel, squeezing those inner thighs, slowly rise. You can help yourself up. Arms overhead. Take a breath. Hands come to your heart. Bring those hands out. Open those arms, breathe in. Chest opens. Exhale. Hands come to heart. Framing that front foot. Coming back to a plank. This is where we chaturanga. You can drop your knees down to modify. Breathing in. Exhale. Flip it open. Straighten those arms. Deep breath in. Bend those knees. Exhale. Curl those toes. Downward dog. Breathe breathing, walking it out. Left leg comes high, inhale. Exhale, knee comes in towards your chest, coming forward, step it up. Lift, stay lifted on that back leg, squeezing the inner thighs, pushing back with that heel. Slowly begin to rise. Arms overhead, breathing in. Exhale. Hands come down to your heart. Point those hands out in front. Open those arms, breathing in. Exhale. Hands come to heart. And frame that foot. Come into your plank. Deep breath in. Exhale. Knee to right elbow. Exhale, knee left. So we breathe in plank. Exhale, knee to elbow. My knee's not touching. I'm just making that motion. Knees come down. Open those wide knees, wide-legged child's pose. Sit back, chest to the mat, forehead to the mat. Take a moment, really massaging your wrists here. Stretching them out. Deep breath. Slowly begin to rise up. Hands come under your shoulders, knees come under your hips. Coming back into tabletop. Curl those toes. Come back to your downward dog. Breathing. Feeling how much looser the backs of those legs feel now. On our next breath in, right leg comes high. We're going to exhale, make a square, make a square, make a square. Coming back to your three-legged dog. Breathing in, coming forward, and exhale. 3 squares. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to bring it forward and lay it down. You might need to slide a little back on that back leg, keeping those hips square to the front. Breathing. Coming down on your forearms. I know you probably can go all the way down, but listen carefully. We're going to stay here on our forearms for a breath. And then we're going to walk it over to the left. Putting our elbows on either side of that knee. Take a breath. Coming back through. And take it over to the left. Did I say left? That was the right side, I'm sorry. Your right knee is bent, so we went to the right first, and now we're going over to the left. Take a breath. We're going to come back through to the center, walk it up. Slowly begin to turn your upper body, bringing that left hand behind to touch the back of that left thigh. If you want to take it a step further, lift that back leg and stretch that foot in towards the glute. Keep your elbow towards the sky. Make sure your hips are square. Try not to roll onto any of your hips. Slowly begin to release that back leg. You can either, from here, curl your toes under, lift that foot, and meet me in a downward dog, or slide that leg out to the left, lifting those hips. Left arm over left ear. Take a breath. Turning upper body, coming into a plank and then downward dog. Walk it out in your downward dog, breathing. And on your next breath in, left leg comes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're gonna draw 3 squares. Coming back through, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, 3 squares. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee up towards your chest, lay that bent knee down in front. Pigeon pose. You might need to slide back on that back leg. Take a breath. Come down to your forearms. I know most of you can come down to your bellies, foreheads to the mat, but we're doing it a little different today. Take a breath. Now we're gonna walk over to the left. Elbows in line with that knee. Take a breath. Coming back through center, we're gonna walk it over to the right. And take a breath. Coming back through center, walk it up. I'm gonna turn my torso towards the right, bringing that right hand to the back of my right thigh. Breathing. If you want to take it a step further, you can lift that back leg and stretch it in towards your glute, keeping that elbow towards the sky. Breathing. Try not to roll onto your hip. So when I say that, like this, you don't want to roll onto your hip. You want to stay hips to the front, right? Gently release the back leg. Hands come in front. We're going to curl the back foot under and either come into downward dog or slide that foot right out to the right, lifting those hips, bringing that right arm over right ear, taking a breath. Slowly begin to turn that upper body, coming into a plank, and then your downward dog. Breathing, walk it out. We're going to take a deep breath in, step the right foot up and the left foot up, right behind your hands. Turn those feet out just a bit, so toes might be spilling over the mat. And then we're going to sit down into our yogic squat. I'd rather your chest be open and your heels be lifted than your heels down and your chest down. We want that chest lifted, pushing out with those pushing out with the elbows on those inner thighs. Breathing. This is a great hip opener. Hands come to the mat. We're slowly going to begin to rise. Heel toe those feet in, hip width apart. Forward fold. Activate those quads. Tighten that core. That allows you to bend more, so tailbone comes towards the sky. Bringing a little bit more weight into the balls of your feet. Maybe your hands don't come flat on the ground. Just put your fingertips. And if you need more of a bend in your knee, that's fine. Walking it over to the left. Coming back through center, walking over to the right. Back to center. Take a deep breath in and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in, arms overhead. Nice and tall, shoulders down away from your ears. Tuck that that tailbone, tighten your core. Exhale, over to the right, hips come out to the left. Coming back through center, deep breath in. Exhale, over to the left, hips come out to the right. Coming back up through center, hands come together. And look up towards the sky, small back bend. This time, shoulders down away from your ears, spread those arms, deep breath in, activating those quads, tighten your core, exhale, back bend. Slowly rise. Do not rise with your neck first. Keep that neck in line and gently come up. Shake it out. All right. Hands come to your heart. My left foot is evenly on the mat. I'm going to begin to bring my right knee high. Deep breath in. Exhale, I'm going to come into Warrior 3. And then I'm going to bend the front knee and lift it. Don't straighten it completely. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. Bend. And you know what's next. Warrior 2. You might need to heel toe a little bit wider of a stance. Upper body facing the right side of our mats. Arms come out. Instead of really strong arms like this, relax those shoulders. Relax your elbows. Looking over that middle finger, we're going to breathe in, flip that front palm, reach it front. Exhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Breathing. Keeping that front knee bent. Humble warrior. Bringing that forearm to the top of that thigh. Right arm comes over that right ear. You can also place your fingertips on the mat if that's where you are in your practice. Or bind by bringing the right arm behind, left hand to meet it. Make sure that shoulder's open. And release gently, framing that front foot. Turn on your back foot. Bend on that back leg, and we're gonna baby step it up closer, coming into pyramid pose. Halfway lift, keeping a nice long, straight spine. Bringing my left hand on the inside of that foot. Open up. Triangle. And now I'm going to replace that left hand with my right. Open up. Reverse triangle. Bending from the waist. Breathing. Framing that front foot. Bending that front foot. Now I'm going to bring my hands in front. Coming into my standing split. Flexing that back leg. See if you can slowly rise. Warrior 3. Bend that front knee. Straighten it. Bend. Straighten it. Don't straighten it all the way. And step it up gently. My leg was about to give out. I had to come back up. If you could do 3 bends, go for it. Shake out that leg. Sometimes your leg is like, I'm done. Like, just chill, lady. All right, let's take it to the other side. Left foot on the mat. Is that the one we just did? Yeah, right. Okay, so right foot on the mat. I need to keep track of my right and left better. All 4 corners evenly on the mat, standing up nice and tall, hands to heart. We're gonna bring that left knee up. Inhale. Exhale, begin to come back. And if you need a wall, go all the way. Bend, straighten. If you fall, come right back. Bend, straighten. On the last bend, begin to let that back heel, back foot come to the mat. Coming into your warrior two, you might need to widen your stance. Arms come out, shoulders down away from your ears. Flipping that front palm, inhale, reach it front, exhale, reverse warrior, keeping the bend in that front knee. Breathing, humble warrior. Forearm to that thigh, left arm comes over that left ear. Breathing. Maybe you're working on bringing your fingertips down and opening that chest. Maybe you're working on a bind. Wherever you are, make sure you're breathing. Framing that front foot, turning on the back foot. Step up that stance, a little closer, coming into your pyramid. Flat back. Bringing my right hand on the inside of that foot. And then I'm going to slowly open up into my triangle pose. Breathing. Chest is open. Coming back down, left hand replaces the right this time. And I'm going to open up to reverse triangle. Bending from the waist. Coming back, framing that foot. I'm going to walk those hands in front, bending that front knee. Coming right back to my standing split. Coming into a flat back. Bringing my hands back to warrior three. Bending, straightening. Bending, straightening. Oh! And I'm going to step it up because my leg's about to give out. Can't do that third bend. Shake it out. Okay, bringing our right foot in front of our left. This is hard to balance, like just to stand here, zip yourself up. So tighten everything up. Everything's nice and straight. We're gonna bring the right toe to point in front. And then we're going to bring it over to the side. Bringing those arms out. See if you can flex that foot and just balance. Maybe point it without touching the ground. Flex it. Point. This time we're going to bring it behind us. Arms can come over your head. I'm not tipping forward, I'm keeping my chest open, I'm just lifting from my glute. Without touching the ground, come back to the side. Come back to the front. And bring it in. Shake it out. Let's bring the right foot in front of the left. Zip everything up. Tighten the core. Just standing here is not easy in this position. It takes a lot of balance. Deep breath in. Point that left toe to the front, lifting it off of the mat. Coming over to the side, I'm going to open my arms. If you need to touch down to find your balance, go for it. I'm going to flex that foot and point. Flex and point. Then I'm going to bring that foot around to the back and bring arms overhead, lifting from the glute, tightening my core, coming back to the side, arms come out, breathing. Bringing that toe right to the front, hands to heart, hold it in the air. And come in. Shake it out. Who would have thought such a simple little movement would make your legs shake so much? Breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Let's halfway lift. Elbows in at your side, long spine, pulling from the crown of your head, pulling from your tailbone. And forward fold. Deep breath in, hands come to the mat. Exhale, back to your plank. Fixing our stance and our plank, making sure our butt's not up too high, it's not sagging. We want to tuck the tailbone under, we want to hollow out through that upper back. Push back with those heels. Take a couple breaths. Can you lift your right leg? And just hold it. Bring it down. You know what's coming. Inhale. Exhale, lift your left leg and just hold it. Bring it down. 2 more breaths in your plank. Coming back, walk it out. In your downward dog, breathe. We're going to grab the right shin with our left hand, peek under, switch hands. Left hand comes to the mat, now the right hand grabs the left shin. Look under that armpit. And come back to your downward dog. Slowly begin to bring those knees down. Staying in that tabletop. Nice flat back, neutral spine. Curls stay toes. Toes stay curled under. Let's lift our knees about an inch off of the mat. We're going to lift our right leg, bring it in. Lift our left leg, bring it in. Keeping that lift. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more. Knees can come down. Swing it around. I know you're probably like, 2 more. That was 2 more on each side. Sorry. That's what I meant. 2 more on each side. Sorry. All right, boat pose. If you're working on your boat pose balance and you need a block behind you, go for it. Otherwise, I don't like teaching this, holding your knees like that. I think it's not gonna, you're not building any core and that nothing's happening here. So I want you to find your sweet spot. There's like your butt bones, and then, you know, it just depends on your anatomy, but there's like a spot where you should be able to balance if you tighten your core and lift your chest. Maybe you need to bring your fingers to the ground. Wherever you are, keep that core tight. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten it. And bring it in. You might need to fix those legs. Breathe in, exhale, straighten it. Bring it in. Breathe in, exhale, straighten. Bring it in one more time. Come on, you can do it. Deep breath in, exhale, hug it in. You did good. see. Let me scoot up so you can see me. All right. Let me move those out of the way. Coming down to your forearms, I like to tuck my fingers under my lower back. And then I roll my shoulders open. And then I'm gonna lift my legs so they're in line with my hips. I'm gonna bring my right leg up. Exhale, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Keep going, marrying the breath. Never letting that leg touch the ground. Bring that knee in. We're going to take it to the left side. Breathing in. Exhale. One more. Bend those knees in. Slowly begin to lay back. You can hug them in. Bring those feet up straight. Tuck those hands underneath your glutes about halfway. Breathe in. Exhale. Right leg comes down. Bring it up. Right leg comes down, bring it up. Marry the breath to the movement. Never bringing that leg to the ground. Now we take it to the left side. Breathing in. Make sure you're marrying the breath. Hug those knees in. Butterfly. Bring those hands behind your back, your head, not your back. So we're kind of mirroring our legs and our arms. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything cool here. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And feet come up behind your glutes, flat on the mat. Cross the right leg over the left. Recline pigeon. We're going to lift up that left leg and interlace our fingers behind that thigh. And then you start to bring it in towards your chest. You can also use that right elbow on the inside of your right knee to push that out, giving you some more stretch. Breathing. This feels so good. Go ahead and release. And take it to the other side. Left leg crosses over the right. I'm going to lift up that right leg and then interlace. I've seen a lot of people say, all right, now interlace. But why am I going to hunch my back to do that when I can lift my leg and then easily wrap my hands around and then bring it in close to my body? Always think about your spine and what's the smartest way? Like, let's work smarter, not harder, right? Breathing. Hands come down by your side. Keeping those knees in line with your hips, we're going to do a bridge pose. Breathing in. Go ahead and exhale to lift. Hips come up towards the sky. You can also place a block underneath. Make sure you're not splaying those legs out. Keep them in line. Opening that airway, keeping that neck nice and long. And slowly begin to come down. We're going to work on a little flexibility and then I'll let you guys go. If you want to rock and roll up to a seat, just bring your hands either on your shins or behind your thighs and start your roll in. Or you can turn on one side into fetal position and meet us in a comfortable seat. Whatever your poison is, pick your poison. All right, let's do some straddles, middle splits. I mean, technically, middle splits, you're like you're on your belly. That's a middle split. This is really a straddle, but I like to call it a middle split. And I like to do what I want, so. Come into a comfortable straddle. Make sure that you can flex your feet and make sure you can sit up tall comfortably in your straddle. So if you're feeling any kind of strain or you can't sit up straight, you might have gone too far. If you have blocks, let's use them here. If not, just use your fingertips. You're going to bend from your hips, keeping a nice long spine, bringing those elbows or fingertips forward. Feet are flexed, and we breathe. So yeah, if you have any suggestions of like a yoga series that you want for March, let me know. So far, I've gotten yoga with blocks, yoga for relaxation, yoga for better sleep, yoga for sore muscles, and I'll maybe even do another yoga for constipation. I have that on there now, and people really liked it. They liked the length of it, which is only like 10 minutes long. So I'll probably make varied times on my videos for next month. So I'll do like some 15 minutes, some 20, some 30, some an hour, some 10. So they'll be all different. So that way you can just go back and choose whatever you want. You don't have to go in order. There's no specific order. It's just whatever you feel like that day. There's something there for everybody. So, all right, let's go ahead and push those forward. Keeping a nice long spine, bending from those hips, bringing those elbows or fingertips to your blocks or to the ground. Breathing. These also help your regular splits as well, so they're all intertwined. You can't do one without the other, you know what I mean? All right, let's push it forward a little bit more and hinging from those hips. Breathing. If you feel any kind of strain, pull those legs in a bit. Anyway, we're almost halfway done with this one, so that's awesome. And yeah, next month I could post them the same day because it doesn't matter. I mean, you can do whatever video you want. I guess next month will be like miscellaneous March. Ooh, that's good. That's what I'm gonna call it, miscellaneous March. And you guys can pick and choose what you want. All right, let's slowly come out of it. We're gonna walk ourselves back. Let's go ahead and stretch it over to the right. It's really good for our lower backs. This position, as long as your chest is open. Coming back through center. Let's stretch it over to the left. I think they say this is really good for your sacrum. Make sure you're pushing down through both sits bones. And let's slowly rise. Let's come out of this slowly, just slightly bending the knees and gently bringing it in. You're probably going to feel a little stiffness. All right, let's lay down gently, feet to the mat, grab behind those thighs, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lay back into your corpse pose. Adjusting wherever you're feeling any tension. Closing your eyes. Just sinking deep into the mat. Surrendering. Finding that peace just for a few moments. And you can get on about your day. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. Right arm comes over, left leg bends. We're going to turn over to our right side, coming into a fetal position. Right arm as your pillow. Take a moment. Just tell yourself how proud you are, how much you love yourself, that you're a badass. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, how can anyone else believe in us, right? We have to believe in ourselves. All right, let's gently come up into a seat. Crisscross applesauce or half lotus, one leg over the other stacked, how we began, whatever's more comfortable for you. Sitting up nice and tall. If you want to come into a mudra, you can do middle finger with thumb over or ring finger with thumb over. Close your eyes. We're going to do 2 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Give yourself a big smile. Hands can come to your heart, gently opening your eyes. Thank you guys so much for practicing along with me today for day 13 of my love series. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 14. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Oh, and miscellaneous March. Bye, guys.